It's in the mountains, higher altitude. That makes it tougher. How does the weather look for it?
Well, we're looking pretty much the same as Calgary, just a little bit cooler. So, for example, we got to 20 today. They're at 15. But a lot of sunshine in store for tomorrow in Banff. A little more cloud cover expected for Calgary for tomorrow. But pretty nice weekend. I mean, it is fall officially now, right? We have to keep that in mind. 20 degrees is that current temperature at the airport. We have winds gusting between 50 and 60 kilometers per hour at times. At this point, it's at 46. All right, downtown 21 degrees. Big Four Motors having Big Four Motors, Calgary's original Jeep store and more in Tizah Park. Tizah Park is at 21 degrees. And for tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 17. Now, without much cloud cover overnight, we do run the risk of frost in Calgary, a greater chance of frost to the north of Calgary where there is a frost advisory in place. We'll talk about that and your weekend forecast coming up, Ian. Oops. Did you hear that?
You doing over there?
I'm doing okay. It's Friday. I dropped my clicker.
You dropped your clicker. Well, you have it now, and you can tell us that overall, a pretty pleasant weekend ahead. Yeah,
pretty pleasant. Sunday looks a little unstable. Some more clouds, wind, rain, especially later in the day. But yeah, this is for many people a 3-day weekend, right? Capital Chef Skycam showing you, yes, it's bouncing, it's gusty. We've been gusting between 50 and 60 kilometers per hour throughout this afternoon, really starting at 11 a.m. And temperatures have gotten back into the 20s today, like we talked about. So we have this warmer day today. We will not be this warm throughout this long weekend, so keep that in mind. 20 degrees right now in Calgary, 15 in Banff, 23 in Lethbridge, and 25 in Medicine Hat. All right, looking at the maximum wind gusts, yes, today a gusty day. Good news is it will be a lot calmer in most communities for tomorrow, Calgary included. So less wind tomorrow, but looking at the maximum wind gust, Calgary 61 kilometers per hour. So it's been gusty, especially since 11 a.m. 65 for Red Deer, 91 for Pincher Creek, closer to 60 for Lethbridge, and closer to 70 for Medicine Hat. Yes, gusty, calmer tomorrow. A couple of things, though, starting to materialize tomorrow. So we'll have calmer winds, but we'll have more clouds in many communities. Here you go. We're looking at what's happening right now. So that ridge of high pressure is broken down. It shifted off to the east. And so this is opening us up for more cloud cover and some instability into the weekend. So just to further show you what's going on, upper air analysis showing you this trough moving in, upper level trough on Sunday, which is going to give us a little bit of rainfall because a low will move in. Also, overnight tonight, as the clouds clear out, which they will, that's going to set us up for the potential for frost overnight because Calgary dipping close to that freezing mark overnight. But north of Calgary, Airdrie and up through Red Deer into Rocky Mountain House, these areas will dip to or below the freezing mark, which is why the risk of frost or the frost advisory is in place there. All right, futurecast showing you as we head through the rest of today, other than the wind gusts that you have right now, we're not looking at dealing with anything else. And sunshine for the most part. All right, for tomorrow, you can see the cloud cover increasing. That will start in the morning. So we'll have cloudy periods out there in Calgary for tomorrow. And then this is a look at Sunday, especially closer to the supper hours. That's when we get into our good potential for some showers on and off, and some little bursts may be heavy at times as well. Showing you the Capital Chef 5-day forecast, a high of 17 for tomorrow, but with increased cloud cover tomorrow, it won't feel as warm as today and it won't be as bright, but there will be some sunny breaks. 15 degrees on Sunday. We'll start off with a little bit of sunshine, then it will cloud over, the winds will pick up, and we're looking at showers by the supper hours. And for Monday, National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, you're looking at 13 degrees and mainly sunny skies. We'll hold on to that sunshine for Tuesday at 16, and by Wednesday of next week down to 13.
Well, it was a very sunny and warm day, very blustery today. Danielle, you better be careful you don't blow off Broadcast Hill out there tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thankfully, I have this large CTV building right in front of me, blocking me from all the wind at this moment. And yeah, it's been gusty, maximum gusts over 60 kilometers per hour in Calgary today, and certainly higher south of Calgary. The winds will calm down for tomorrow, but we're still going to be dealing with these gustier conditions at times throughout the rest of this evening. 19 is our current temperature temperature 20 was our daytime high, and at this point the gust registering at the airport is 44 kilometers per hour. Now tonight, as the clouds clear out, that gives us the risk of frost in Calgary, so keep that in mind. And then by tomorrow, not as warm as today, and a little more cloud cover tomorrow with a high of 17. Your full weekend forecast coming up, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's take a closer look at our own forecast, our 5-day forecast heading us into the long weekend, Danielle.
Yeah, and it looks nice overall for the long weekend, but temperatures will decline a little bit each day as we go through these next 3 days. All right, temperatures right now, we did get up to 20 degrees in Calgary today, now sitting at 19, and a daytime high that's normal for this time of year is between 15 and 16 degrees here in Calgary. You could see a lot of 20s, Lethbridge 22, Brooks 23, same as Medicine Hat in Milk River, and Banff is sitting at 14 degrees. It certainly was a gusty day today, and this is a look at the maximum wind gusts. Of course, the maximum wind gusts out of all of these around Pincher Creek area at 91 kilometers per hour, into the 60s for Calgary and through Red Deer, and even Medicine Hat closer to that 70 kilometer per hour mark. So while it was a gusty day today, the winds should tame down quite a bit for tomorrow. So tomorrow isn't expected to be a windy day in southern Alberta, but we will get more cloud cover. This cloud cover is going to start to make its way into our side of the Rockies for tomorrow. So mainly cloudy skies with some sunny breaks is what you can expect, less windy, and then by Sunday even a few showers possible. So upper air analysis showing you this trough that will build in by the time we get into Sunday. So by those supper hours, that's when we get into our potential for some rainfall. Before we get there in that longer range forecast, just a quick note about tonight. So Calgary will be dipping to about 4, 5, even 6 degrees in parts of Calgary tonight. So we're not under the advisory, but we will still see some patchy frost in some places. Airdrie and north up through Red Deer, Rocky Mountain House is where we have the frost advisory, because these areas will be dipping to or just below that freezing mark tonight. And the clouds clearing out tonight, so that's why we're going to be able to dip so low. But the clouds will be back, as you can see, for tomorrow. This is a snapshot of tomorrow here. And then by Sunday, later in the day, if you're planning on barbecuing on Sunday, keep this in mind, the chance of showers on and off. And some of these pockets may be heavy as well. Plus, it will be gusty later in the day on Sunday once again. So 17 degrees is our high for tomorrow, 15 for Sunday, and down to 13 by the time we get into National Day for Truth and Reconciliation on Monday. That's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Just about everybody these days feels like they have a little less jingle in their jeans, like just not as much money to go around. But this dad in Alabama actually does have less money.
Did Daddy give you all this, or did you take it?
Take it. Yeah.
Does he know that you have it?
No, he didn't see it.
This is 3-year-old Lydia. She started pranking her dad by stealing cash from him when he's not looking. Now, the good news is she brings it straight to her mom. She brought her several $100s and then suggested there was all sorts of things they could do with it, like go to the park.
There you go.
Yeah, some good ideas. The money was eventually returned to Dad. He found the whole thing quite funny, but...
I was going to say, with that look on her face, I don't think Dad could even give that back.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, why?
She knew what she was up to. Yeah.
Sweet innocence.
Well, there was an unexpected moment at a press conference Thursday when BC NDP leader David Eby was upstaged by a wasp.
We've supported TransLink with $800 million over the last... That was a bug. It was a bee. I'm fine.
I think it got him. A bee or a wasp snuck down his shirt while he was answering a question from reporters. You might remember that's not the first time a major Canadian politician had a run-in like this. That was Ontario Premier Doug Ford. Remember that? He kind of swallowed and choked on the bee during a news conference. That was 2 years ago.
Good thing you had water there, right?
Exactly.
I'm waiting for this to happen to me outside one of these days.
I hope not. I hope not. I know. Well, we have a beautiful fall weekend ahead, so you might be heading into it feeling a little bit like this. Yeah. That's how you feel on a Friday. Look at those tippy taps. This is Phoenix the Husky. He can't control himself when he's out for a walk. It always just turns into a little prance.
I wonder why some dogs do that.
I know. That's good energy.
Sure it is.
You'd have a good time on a walk with that guy.
Might take a while, but yeah, right?
That's all right.
So a gusty day today, continuing to be gusty as we go through these next couple of hours, and then things will quiet down with regards to the wind tomorrow, but we'll have more cloud cover. So depends on what your choice is really and what you prefer, but that's what we're getting for tomorrow. 19 is that current temperature. Today's high 20 degrees, which is well above the normal, which is 16 degrees. Okay, the record for this day, 31.7 from 1967. We're nowhere near that, and we will be nowhere near that in this longer range forecast. I'll show you the 10-day trend in just a moment, but as you can see, we handed our warmer temperatures off to Regina and off to Thunder Bay here. So yeah, we've handed that off. We're not going to see these types of highs. We don't have that in the forecast for the next 10 days. So before we get into our forecast, we're looking at post-tropical storm Helene. This is what it looks like right now. And typically they track up here, but this is kind of stagnant, which is why it's been delivering what they say is life-threatening flooding. And really the core of it in between Louisville and St. Louis here. And this is just hovering over and delivering so much rainfall. So that's what they're dealing with there. For us, we just have a little bit of cloud cover that's going to make its way over the mountains. The winds will calm down for tomorrow. Here's a look at what we can expect. 19 in Kelowna, 17 for Kamloops. Again, mainly cloudy skies for southern interior BC, for central Alberta, and for a lot of us in the south end as well. Banff and through Calgary, Drumheller, Lethbridge and Medicine Hat looking at temperatures in those 20s. 23 for Lethbridge, 26 for Medicine Hat. Calgary's 10-day trend. Capital Chev 10-day trend. 17 for tomorrow. We will cool down a little bit each day for this long weekend. 15 by Sunday with some showers later in the day, and by Monday mainly sunny and 13 degrees. Tara.
Thank you, Danielle.
Now President's Cup is getting exciting.
Very cool. I guess if you're not watching golf on the weekend, you could be playing golf this weekend because it's still going to be pretty nice out.
Yeah, tomorrow would be a nice day for that. Mainly cloudy, but winds calm. I was actually at the driving range with one of my little guys today, and it was really windy, but in the right direction.
Oh, that's good.
That helps.
You hit really long balls.
Wow, I did.
Hey.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with myself and my little guy. All right, 17 degrees for tomorrow. Winds calm, mainly cloudy skies with some sunny breaks. We're going to kind of go down a little bit each day here. So 15 for Sunday, some sunshine in the morning, but then getting gusty in the afternoon. And by supper time, we get into the chance of showers. Monday, mainly sunny and down to 13 degrees. All right, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style budget and Alberta's climate. And here's a beautiful picture to send you off for what may be a long weekend for you from Darren Morrison.
Cool shot. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific weekend. Don't forget, for breaking news anytime, go to our website, ctvnewscalgary.ca.